Johnny stole his belt and put it on.
Roll call, a spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget.
A spidget.
On a Jericho freight train,
Marshall Tucker Band.
down at the station.
Lord.
I don't care where it goes.
Can't you see what Saban done to me?
Can't you see?
Climb a mountain,
Saban done it to you.
mountain.
Can't you see what Saban done to me?
Was there really a person named Marshall Tucker?
You know, I saw that story somewhere. No, I think it was the name of a coach or something.
All right. Okay.
I think.
That's
Somebody had
good
to
song,
correct
though.
something. I bet Chip Wallace knows about it.
You reckon? Chip, if you know who Marshall Tucker is from the Marshall Tucker brand, give us a text.
It was something.
He'll Google it. He'll get it.
He'll get it. He'll tell me.
I saw him in Publix the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. Get me some wings for lunch. Welcome to the January 14th edition of Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. And as always, we want to thank everyone for either cranking us up on Facebook or switching it over to Channel 2 on C Spire and checking us out tonight. We sure appreciate it. And you would think we would start the show talking about the retirement of Nick Saban or the hiring of Kalen DeBoer. But I think it's important, Wally, that we start the show with the fact that your favorite golfer won the tournament over in Dubai early this morning. Tommy Fleetwood. There he is. Look at that hair. Look at the size of that hair. Look at the size of that hair.
Let's go.
Tommy
He's ready,
Fleetwood
baby.
wins in Dubai this morning. That's Wally's guy now. So I had to make it the front.
Well, I appreciate you doing
the front headline story here on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. And I don't, not only do I mention this because he's your guy, I mention it because, Wally, I'm starting to see some promo commercials for the Masters tournament. It's coming quick. It's in March. Could Tommy be trending upwards this year and make a Masters run and have a shot at the Masters in 2024?
Glad you did it. Thank you for doing that. You know I like Tommy, of course.
I've seen a statistic before, Wally. A lot of the winners of the Masters win in January and February.
Do they?
Wow. They're hot.
They're hot. Yeah, Tommy is hot right now. And Tommy's a good guy, a good Christian guy at that, and just a down-to-earth. Our buddy Colin McCrary, who's done some stuff for NBC, has followed him a few times, and he told me while he said just the nicest gentleman you ever meet.
Yeah.
But yes, he is hot, man. He's on fire, and I know you and I are going to sneak in the Masters this year. We're going to go through Ray Street.
Yeah.
And already got my scuba gear ready, so
I
we
don't
can
think it's
do
that deep.
Yeah, so we can do
just kind of shimmy crawl.
Yeah, we can do setup and all that. Do live. We got to do. Do we know a member of Masters?
No.
We don't know anybody out there to watch sports chats from
our press credentials has got to be our way in.
That's it. If anybody that watches Sports Chat with Neil and Wally globally, if you know anybody, a member.
Because you can watch us in Japan if you want to.
Yeah, that's what Mike Amos always used to say. But if you know a member of Augusta International, help a brother out.
Help a brother out.
We'd love to. All right.
Yeah. But I mean, really, I have seen, I don't recall here lately, the last 5, 6, 8 years, but there used to be a stat of how, because golf is, it's up and down. You get hot, your putter gets hot, you get hot. People that win in January, February normally win. So here's Tommy winning in January in Dubai. So he beat Rory by a shot.
Wow.
So we'll see. We'll see. But, we barely got past Troy hiring Jared Parker as the new head coach, and boom, the coaching carousel took a huge roundabout, and within a 24-period cycle, the Seattle Seahawks let go Pete Carroll, the New England Patriots cut Bill Belichick, and the Alabama Crimson Tide's Nick Saban stepped down. They all left within a 24-hour period. Wow. I mean, come on, man. You talk about a changing of the guard and football in general, the sport. Look at those three, man. I mean, that's crazy.
That's incredible. You know, Neil, three incredible coaches for sure. But at first, let me tell you, I was walking to my vehicle at work.
Yeah.
And I get a text from my
It's kind
son.
of like 9/11. Everybody knows where they were.
My son Noah texted me and said Saban retired.
Oh,
So Noah's legit. When it comes to football, he's no jokes.
When it's football, yeah.
And I'm like, if my son texts me that it's
Yeah,
legit.
yeah.
So it freaked me out. But let me tell you something, dude. I really like this Coach Nick Saban had for a real announcer retirement, but he's not washed up. Don't get me that. But I just think with his age and the way things have changed recruiting wise and with NIL and all that, man, I just I think it was just the end for him. I mean, I hate it. The Bama Nation's just I could tell they
were in shock and all.
It was a shock. I mean, all my Auburn buddies like Mike Moore and Steve Stokes, of course, everybody is texting me laughing, and they even roll Toomer's Corner. I mean, it's like unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
I mean, but sad day, but I don't know. I know in our show notes we'll talk about this.
We will.
The Donkey or whatever his last name is, we'll talk about it.
DeBoyer. Yeah.
Mama have a hard time.
I just think that the game has changed so much over the last 2, 3, 4 years. It wasn't his game anymore. It wasn't what he mastered. It wasn't his game anymore. It took more than he had to offer. And he said that in his press conference, these coaches that are tackling this NIL and the transfer portal and these bowl opt-outs, they have a different animal to tame these days. And it's just not the same game that it was when Saban took over in 2007 and 8 and all the way up to what would you say, coming out of COVID, maybe 18, 19 was when it really took a turn?
Yeah, probably. I would say probably the COVID in 20. That was the last time Bama won their national championship was in 20. And they went undefeated that season. But it started right then, shortly after 2020. The portal stuff went haywire, and then NIL was waiting for the Supreme Court for a ruling on that. So it was all brewing. But I tell you one thing, I saw an interview with him. This was like last year. I won't never forget this. And they asked him about, recruiting and how do you get your good players. And he said, he said, the thing now that all the kids ask is, are you guaranteeing me that you're going to still be the coach at Alabama the next 4 years?
Yeah.
And you know what he asked them? Can you guarantee me you're going to be with me the next 4 years and not get in the portal?
Yeah.
And 99% of them said, no, I ain't guaranteeing you that.
Yeah.
So for him saying that, I think it was the writing on the wall. And why battle it? I mean, good gracious. How is he, 72?
73.
73. And like I said, like the bowl out, opt-outs and stuff, something's got to change, it's horrible, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a different animal. It's a different animal, and they got to look at it. The NCAA's got to look at it. Great ideas, letting the kids make money off their name and image and likeness by the letter of the law was the right thing to do, because how can you hold a person down, legally? It was probably the right thing to do, but the way that it's being governed, I don't like it. They got to throttle this thing down somehow. And the bowl opt-outs and the transfer portal, there's always been transfers in the NCAA for as long as I remember. But they were governed and they were strict.
Yeah.
And each
family emergency.
Each single transfer request was looked at with a microscope. And now it's just willy-nilly. If you want to transfer. I don't like that, the NCAA. But they got to. You're right. They got to look at it. Something's got to happen.
Yeah.
Something's got to happen, because I think and I'm gonna call it the animal. The animal that's out there right now is roaring and biting people and hurting people, and it's not good for the game, in my humble opinion. And you're right, something's got to happen.
Yeah, Jason Jones said one time on Facebook that, and I have a lot of respect for Jason. He knows he's in it.
He keeps up with stuff.
He keeps up with stuff, and he made a good point by saying if he was the king of the
NCAA
lawmaker, hey, you can transfer one time. We're good with that. One time, but baby, one time.
Yeah,
that's it. You leave and go to Tennessee,
you're a ball.
You're a ball to the day you die.
Yeah.
None of this just hop in. It's ruined the game. It's making it less interesting, in my opinion.
I'll give you an example. Will Rogers, the starting quarterback for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, 4 weeks ago, as soon as the transfer portal opened, gets in the portal, leaves Mississippi State. Where does he want to go? He wants to go to the number 2 team in the nation, the Washington Huskies, because the rich get richer. That's what the transfer portal does. All the good players want to go to the really good teams, and that's what I see happening in the transfer portal. So he wants to go to Washington because they're whipping everybody. I want to go to Washington. He goes to Washington, Wally. He transfers to Washington, and he becomes a Washington Husky. Not eligible to play in the national championship or any of that. He's got to wait till spring training.
Yeah.
Guess what he did yesterday?
To get back in it?
Back in the portal. He was a Washington Husky for 3 weeks.
I wonder if he let his buddies have some of his gear.
Is that what we want out of the NCAA transfer portal? Come on, y'all. I'm not the brightest bulb in the ceiling, but come on. Is that what we want out of this transfer portal? The example I just gave you with Will Rogers. He starts his career at Stanford, plays a year there, didn't like it, transfers to Mississippi State, plays 3 years there, doesn't like his new coach after the death of his old coach, transfers to Washington, stays there 3 weeks, now he's on the move again. Is this what we want, folks? Anyway.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this. This is no joke. You can come Saturday to Birmingham and hear my presentation.
Okay.
How to work with generational gaps in the workplace. And this is for all my older clan out there, the Docs and the Hogans and all them. What I'm about to say is gospel truth. Our generation, Gen X, has ruined football.
We did it.
We did it. The people that are in charge now are Gen X's that are in there that made all this trophy kid generation below us. We're the ones that gave the trophy generation. Every kid gets a trophy. Did we ever get
participation?
That is Gen X. I love Gen X. You and I, Gen X. 95% of our audience, Gen X. But baby, we ruined football.
I don't know. I mean,
Gen X.
I'd have to listen to the rest of your speech.
Ruined football. Because
we allowed it to happen.
We allowed it to happen.
Yeah,
that would have never happened under the Mike Hogan and Doc Anderson.
No, you're right.
And Mike Amos. Those generations.
Yeah.
But anyway,
and men were men and women were women back then too.
Exactly. Well, that's true.
Speaking of the coaches changing hands, Alabama, after only 50-something hours after Saban's retirement, has hired former Washington Husky head coach Kalen DeBoer. This guy comes to Alabama with a heck of a record. Career record of 104-12. Yeah, look at that right there. Thank you, Nate. But most of that was at NAIA Sioux Falls, Dakota.
Where?
NAIA Sioux Falls, Dakota. But a little bit of it was at Fresno State and then some at the Washington Huskies. He utilized the transfer portal to perfection when he got to Washington, getting Heisman Trophy front-runner quarterback Michael Penix from Indiana. He then took the Huskies to the national championship game this year. Wally, my question to you is he the West Coast flash in the pan? Watch out now, don't slap me. A la what Auburn did with Brian Harsin from Boise State, the hot West Coast coach? Or can he come down here to Alabama in the South and get the job done?
Whew. Well, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna speak positive. Just today in church,
This.
Today in church, Brother Andrew talking about prayer.
Now you told me yesterday morning at breakfast that you needed a lot of time to talk about this new coach at Alabama.
Well, I did. I prayed about it and stuff.
Okay,
and
prayed
just,
about it.
Okay,
Chucky prayed about it, so we're good.
Well, let me tell you, wasn't he the fourth choice?
I don't know. He was. There was 4
or 5.
There were supposedly 4 or 5 candidates,
So this,
and I don't know which order.
So this is your number 4 and 5 guy.
How do you know the number?
Well, I'm just thinking. I mean,
Okay.
So I try to put myself in his shoes.
All right.
Hey, other 4 guys above me turned it down. I'm getting a shot. I know I got the following footsteps of Saban. And let me throw another curveball at you.
Come on.
This is going to be.
Saban's hanging around now.
Yeah, Saban, they gave the keys to the city to him, which I think that's bad because we saw what happened with Auburn with Pat Dye. Pat Dye stayed around, and Pat Dye run off 4 or 5 coaches since he was there. And I love Pat Dye. Don't get me wrong, Auburn folks. Pat Dye was a heck of a coach. He was a heck of a recruiter. But when you retire or you get laid off, pack up and go.
So you don't want Saban trying to show him the ropes.
No, I do not. I just
Here's
think,
how we recruit. Here's what these parents want to hear.
Well,
This is how the SEC rotates.
We're already in the hole with this cat because he don't know about SEC recruiting.
That's true.
So
he's got to learn.
All right, let me throw this at you. If Lane Kiffin would have been the Alabama head,
Is that who you wanted?
we would be playing for the national championship.
Is that
next
who
year.
you wanted?
Yes, because I'm going to tell you, the guy is the genius of all when it comes to transfer portals. He knows.
He has dominated the transfer portal
He is a
at Ole Miss.
mastermind offensive caller. I mean, just
He's a good play caller.
good
yes.
play caller. People like him. He's girl cute. I mean, he's a good face.
Gotcha.
The donkey boy or whoever the guy.
DeBoyer. So you're going to call him the donkey, and Hennigan's going to call him the bird. Is that what I got to deal with? My two best friends, the Berg and the Boinky.
I'm going to think positive.
All right.
And like anything, we got to give him a shot. We got to give him a
Okay.
chance.
What did my wife tell
Your
you?
wife texted me and said, Wally, give him a chance. I'm going to give him a chance. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, this is what's going to happen.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and say it.
All right.
In about 2 years, when we're 4 and 8,
Oh,
and
well,
all
ain't
that,
nobody. Those 5 stars can't go 4 and 6.
you know, they can start jumping ship. But I'm just saying, we could be the next Vanderbilt. You know,
Oh,
so
no.
Alabama
People are turning the channel, Wally.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I got to accept it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
It wasn't
much.
who you wanted.
It wasn't who I wanted.
And now they're keeping Saban around, and you think that's poison.
And that is, to me, poison. I mean, I love Nick Saban. And if he wants to stay there, let him. But he don't need an office there. Kind of like what Pat Dye. They gave Pat Dye office. And then if something goes bad, the board of trustees would call him.
Yeah.
Call in Tommy or call it. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's okay to hang?
They witnessed what Brian Harsin did at Auburn, a West Coast winning hot item coach, fell flat on his face, not knowing how the SEC operated, not knowing how the recruiting went down here, not knowing how to jumpstart an SEC program. They did not want that to happen. But this is the hottest coach on the West Coast, and that's who they hired. So, if they would have got Lane Kiffin, if they would have got some of those other guys, maybe not. But this guy coming in from the West Coast with 80% of his coaching being at NAIA Sioux Falls, Dakota.
Where?
Sioux Falls,
okay.
South Dakota.
Okay.
You asked my thoughts. I think Coach Saban hanging around a year or a year and a half to hold his hand just a little is okay. That's my thoughts. Because look where he's coming from. I don't want him to stay around like Pat Dye for 12 and 15 years and be involved in every little thing. No, I don't. But I think making sure that DeBoyer is on the right track. Hey, this works. This works. Hey, this don't work. Just let Saban pay attention and hold his hand a little bit. Make sure he doesn't get off the tracks.
Well, let me throw this.
So that's my thoughts.
Let me throw you this screwball here.
All right.
Do they turn the entire program over to him?
No.
Free reins like
No.
they did Saban?
They do not.
Well, there's your problem.
Well, could be a problem.
Because there you go. If I'm going to use us example. If I'm the best magistrate in all America, y'all, I've got 18 magistrate national championships, and I retire, and the Honorable Jason Reeves brings you in to replace me. Do I stay here in your office over here?
No.
And just sit there?
That's a little different than
Let me
football.
tell you how to do a warrant. I mean,
Yeah. I see. I understand that part. I understand that part. Nick Saban was coming in with a national championship at LSU under his belt. Coached at the Cleveland Browns with Bill Belichick in a winning program. Coached at the Miami Dolphins.
they were
A
winning.
little different pedigree.
Yeah.
And then when they handed him the keys, there was a little more trust. So when you say hand the keys to DeBoyer, 80% of his coaches at Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm not giving him the keys to the athletic department. That's my answer. He may earn the keys after 3-4 years, not right out the gate. Let's move forward. We can talk about it later in the show. Later in the show.
I'm sorry, folks.
Wally does
We're
not.
not Vanderbilt. I'm sorry.
Wally does.
Chuck probably turned the channel.
Jim Jackson, the owner of Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, and one of our fine sponsors here on the show, has won the bowl contest. And here I am, right here, awarding him an AO cooler from the One Troy website. Man, those are awesome coolers, by the way. And also, second place, Devin Miller wins a free oil change from Tire Rotation from Road Mart here in Troy, and he has not gotten his certificate yet. We'll get a picture with him. And Chase Rogers, via a coin flip, wins third. Chase wins a $30 gift certificate from the Market on the Square. Man, it was fun.
Yeah, Todd, I dropped the coin when I flipped it. I'm sorry. Todd's a devout watcher.
I know,
I'm
I know.
sorry. We
Yeah.
tried to do it fair and square. All right. But it was a blast following the
was,
bowls.
man. It
And we
was fun.
thank everybody that plays.
Yeah.
And I'm already looking forward to the
Yeah.
NCAA. We can't call it March Madness.
That's right. We might get sued. You're right.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, but unbelievable. But I tell you what, folks, we got a great show tonight. A lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of things on the horizon. So Neil's going to read our sponsors, and then we'll be right back.
These are our commercial sponsors: the Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, the Market on the Square, Hook's Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, Mama Goldberg's, the UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severa, Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, attorneys at law, Town and Country Flooring, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, PLS Surveying, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, The Corner Restaurant, Max Federal Credit Union, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, Mr. Matt Johnson, Sorrell College of Business, The Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Preston Steakhouse, Alabama Restoration, and Firehouse Subs. Like Wally said, we got a pretty good show lined up. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the
yeah.
guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wally, you got enough sweet. He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put this stuff back.
Man, some
boy.
good stuff, man.
Please come to Glow on the Square. Shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all.
3-2.
Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
He's out of there, baby.
What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. I'm over here. What? You, the
Right
ball
down
bounced
the
in
middle.
front of the plate. Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're gonna run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies, cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brother Street. UPS store, all your printing needs. Man, I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town, Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Wally, what are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Bill, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discount.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? so nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town. Look at all these fans. This is a beautiful day.
Hey, where did y'all get those shirts?
Oh, they shirt here?
Yes.
Oh, they want to wear the shirt. Oh, shoot. Pete Van Horn. Yeah, see, they're Deep South Apparel shirts from Pete Van Horn in Montgomery. All of your t-shirts and apparel, they can print anything. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel, Montgomery, Alabama.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Hey, Wally. Why in the world you got all these fans in the window, man?
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins and about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And
These fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration. No mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
Oh,
I'm
man,
steaming
that
the
thing-
That thing's hot now.
I can tell you.
They serve hot, steamed sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. Hey, they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steam sandwich, Wally.
I can tell you.
Troy, Alabama. Come see them.
Took you a month off for that song.
You should have played that for Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, this kids, they don't have to be Christmas. They do have a Christmas special.
I like that dude that does that dances like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty good
I did that one for Bulldog.
for Bulldog.
Bulldog,
Okay.
Bulldog wanted me to play the Peanuts theme.
Okay.
There you go, Bulldog. Right there.
There you go. So what about Facebook funnies?
Yeah, let's run those Facebook funnies. I left my Adderall in my Ford Fiesta. Now it's a Ford Focus. Adderall helps you focus.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Oh, God. Just the tire pressure, man. First time filling up my tires. I'm joking about to explode, man.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good.
He did it. All over the walls.
Oh, now that's good.
He did it. Hey, there's Biola Root. Have you been yet? They just opened.
I have
It's a
not
new
been
sponsor
yet.
of the show.
Okay.
It's a New Orleans style cuisine with a little bit of Cajun thrown in there with some American favorites as well.
little
You got to go check
shrimp
it out.
souffle. You know,
Yeah.
souffle is spelled weird. I don't know if you ever
Is
knew
it
that.
spelled SUFLAY?
No, it's spelled different.
I'm kidding.
But every time I see it, that
Like
and,
Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Yeah.
That's where DuPois is from.
Where?
Sioux Falls.
Okay. And kind of like this Fred Sanford would say, horse devours hors d'oeuvres.
Horse devours.
You remember Fred Sanford had all the things. I got some horse devours.
That's it. That's the end of the show now, Nate. We know Fred Sanford horse devours.
I forget.
Hors d'oeuvres.
But it does look like
Oh
it.
my
I mean,
gosh.
if you look at the
I
word.
know, yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right.
This is a sports talk
sports
show.
show.
We're
Okay.
trying to be
Professional.
professional
For our sponsors and stuff like that.
trying to be professional for our sponsors.
Okay, as we stated a few weeks ago, Patrick Plott at Carroll High School resigned after 2 years as head football coach for the Eagles. They have not announced a new coach yet, Neil. But
Crickets.
But they did announce a new tennis coach.
Yeah.
Noel Oliver was named the new tennis coach at Carroll this past week. Congratulations, Coach Oliver. And
Do
good
we
luck.
know? Do we know her? Did she go to Troy? Does she look familiar?
She does look familiar.
She looks familiar to me too.
She may have gone to Troy, Neil.
I may have. Well, check that out and see if she went to Troy. How about the Troy University cheer squad?
Give them a
Did
bell
you
ring.
get a bell ring for that? They went down to Orlando to compete in the UCA national competition. They finished 9th in the nation. Now you might think, 9th. Listen, this is out of like hundreds of squads. Congratulations to the Troy cheerleaders on a 9th place finish. It's really incredible.
Didn't Auburn's Lion win something?
Auburn's mascot,
Yeah, the
Albie.
lion. Isn't it a lion or something?
It's a
like that?
tiger.
Oh, okay.
Tiger Albie won the mascot national championship. And he's won a bunch of them. I mean, he's like
Who'd y'all pay off?
renowned for his mascot abilities. I mean, he's won several national championships. But yes, Albie won the mascot national championship as well.
Hey, let me ask
I didn't have that in the script.
I know.
I'm glad you brought it
But
up.
let me ask you this. This is not in script, too. On game day, when, like, Lee Corso would pick Auburn, he never puts on his helmet. I mean, his...
The headgear?
The headgear. It's always an Auburn helmet. What's the deal with that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I've never understood that as long as I live.
Maybe there's some provision about the Albie headgear. I don't know.
I don't know. Any Auburn fans out there, let us know.
I don't know.
But anyway, speaking of Orlando, Neil,
Yeah.
I saw where Troy's veteran and now graduate quarterback Gunnar Watson got invited to play at the Tropical Bowl in Orlando.
Yeah. You got a big time invitation.
Yeah, old Gunnar will get to wear a Trojan helmet one more time, Neil.
Yeah.
I hope he shows out down there. The
I
game
do
is on
too,
January
man.
20th. Defensive back Dale Pettis will also be there from Troy.
Yeah, maybe both of them do good. They're both borderline free agent players, I'd say. They're not going to get drafted, Wally. Gunnar Watson's not a draft person, and Dale Pettis is borderline draft, but not draftable. They didn't get invited to the Reese's Senior Bowl in Mobile. So there's a few other little senior deals like this one, the Tropical Bowl. And, best of luck to those former Trojans down
Kurt
there.
Warner wasn't drafted either one.
He was not.
So apparently the reason behind Corso not being able to wear it is that Auburn will not let him use it because of their mascot code, which states
told
that
you.
no one else besides the person who's the mascot can wear the head.
I told you it had to be something to do with the.
But y'all will roll some trees, but won't let somebody wear
That's
the
right.
headgear.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Auburn. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it. I never knew that. I mean,
let's take a break.
we got
We
to
got to get these commercials in.
Okay.
We'll be right back, folks.
Hey, Wally, what you got us out here in this field for?
Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat.
A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What?
Got it on Facebook.
Facebook?
Yes, sir.
The USS Alabama?
Yes, I gotta get some insurance.
Well, you're going to need to call the Crease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy?
You got a trailer, don't you?
I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call Crease Agency for all your insurance needs. Jason, how you doing, man?
Neil.
Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. This is like the Snuffleupagus. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002.
Look at this, what we got, Sully.
What are you doing, Wally?
Man, game warden gave me a ticket, Neil.
Game warden gave you a ticket. Are you hunting on the right property?
Well, I thought this was my property right here, man.
Do you know where the lines are?
Not really.
Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS group, 403-4234. Give them a call.
Do I get a get out of jail free card?
No, you don't get a get out of jail free card.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What the heck? Playing with fidget spinner?
Wally, did
I'm
you have a
sorry,
wreck?
Mr. Wally.
Man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision, 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can
Please,
have it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents, 808-8822.
You gained donuts?
Oh, man, what a nice day with the windows down.
Yeah, cruising right along, man, just running around Troy.
Hey, man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hook's Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
smell
Hook?
it? Hook's.
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh, my God, hold on.
Good Lord, Wally, what in the world? Hugs, baby.
Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally.
But then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins. Normally you're pretty good in the range, but that ain't even close.
That's a one-hit wonder.
That is the great and the famous and the glorious Mike and the Mechanics.
Now, they did have more than one.
Yeah, they did. They did. That was good
Mike
stuff.
and the Mechanics.
Yeah. Hey, last week, the AISA, and that's the Private School Association, the Alabama Independent School Association, announced that they have applied for acceptance to the National Federation of High School Associations. And the president of the AISA quoted that this is the first step in the AISA being able to compete with Alabama High School Athletic Association schools. Wally, they had to do something.
Yeah.
The AISA was noticeably shrinking and shrinking really fast as most of its, I'd say, long-standing schools were defecting for the Alabama High School Athletic Association over the last 5 years. They had to do something.
My question, Neil, and when I read this the other day, I was just curious that why aren't they trying to join the Alabama High School Athletic Association? Is there a rule in the bylaws that says you have to be a national member first? Because it said that they were trying to join the National Federation of High School Associations.
They see themselves as equals to the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
Yeah, that.
They don't want to join. They see themselves as two associations in our state. And they want to build themselves back up to rival the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
I got it.
They've dipped way down, but they want to build themselves back up to rival the Alabama High School Athletic Association. They want to be able to say the Independent School Association is just as strong athletically as the Alabama High School Athletic Association. That's what they want. And they're saying the step to rebuilding this thing is to join the National Federation. Every now and then you'll get a school like, what's that school that Pike Lib played out of Dothan that nobody knew who it was? I forget the name of it.
Yeah, somebody like that.
Yeah,
Or Violent Cross.
A private school will pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, the schools start as little church schools and they build up, and before you know it, you got 1,000 students there, and they join the Alabama Independent School Association.
Yeah.
They're a 1A, you know. But yeah, there's schools popping up. Schools pop up. Well, Evangel Christian.
Yeah, Evangel.
Popped up out of nowhere, you know, and they joined the Alabama Independent School. But anyway, yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I wish them luck. Hope
we'll see.
Come through. Jumping over to New Brockton. Anna Blackman has committed to Enterprise State to play softball, man.
Yeah, how about that right there? Yeah. And that right there is awesome for Anna. And the reason I want to speak on Anna is I coached Anna a few years back, Wally. In travel ball, she played with my daughter, and she was a heck of a player when she was 7, and she's been a heck of a player ever since. And they live down in New Brockton, and good for her. She's just a junior, and they're in their throwing period right now to start their junior season at New Brockton. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go ahead and predict something. Congratulations, Anna, on your commitment to play from Enterprise State. But that's not a signing. That's just a commitment. Mm-hmm. Watch out for Anna Blackman to pick up some more offers, 1 or 2 more, and she may field some more offers is all I'm saying. She's just a heck of a player.
She's a heck of a player.
And, hey, we'll stay right there in Coffee County. But down the road just a little bit in Enterprise's High's Kinley Hutto has signed to continue her softball playing career at Huntington. Now, that's a little different from committing. She has signed to play for Huntington out of Enterprise High School. So, hey, anytime you get your education paid for using sports, we want to highlight it right here on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally.
Heck yeah. And jumping to the college level, Neil, not only did Nick Saban shock the world with his retirement, but just the following day, two of Auburn's most beloved coaches who both played there, they stepped down. I don't understand what in the world Charles Henderson's own Zach Etheridge, the defensive backs coach, and Cadillac Williams, the associate head coach, and running backs coach, they both stepped down. What happened?
Well, I want to wish them both the best luck moving forward. They are Auburn's sons moving forward, but we don't want to start any crazy rumors right here on Sports Chat. But let's just say that there are murmurs out there in the chat community online that those two gentlemen were not on the up and up and had to leave. But they're leaks, and the leaks are leaks, and we'll follow it. And now I don't know how true the leaks are. I'm not saying they're true. I'm just saying the leaks, and we'll just have to wait and see how it all unfolds. Because if it is something, it'll come out. It might be 2, 3, 4 months, but it'll come out. But like you said, two of Auburn's own sons have stepped down, and it wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look, Wally. It sure wasn't. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But before we move on, though, I want to go back to softball just a minute. The preseason rankings have come out for college softball, and that's always real interesting to me. And look, there we are right there, Wally, the preseason ranking. Lots of SEC teams in there, Wally. But look how Alabama has fallen down the charts to number 21. Auburn is ranked preseason higher than Alabama.
What's
at 20.
happening there, Neil?
Wally, they lost their ace pitcher, Montana Fouts. She graduated out, lost all eligibility, and that's what it boils down to. Montana Fouts is not there. She, by herself, pitching, kept Alabama ranked in the top 8 while she was on campus.
So those 1 through 6 has got some good pitchers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. 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 And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. You see Alabama at 21 right now?
Yeah.
They're not getting the credit they should. Okay. They're not getting the credit. They'll end up being a top 10 team. They're getting the preseason 21 because they lost Montana Fouts.
That number 25, is that Dig Dug?
That's San Diego.
That character looks like Dig Dug every time.
That's San Diego, man. The Aztecs.
I guess they got some.
But anyway, I want to throw that up there.
Okay,
Nate, you see what I got to deal with?
Okay.
Nate, how many more commercials we got to take? We got 2 more.
We better.
We got to go and take.
Let's go ahead and take 4.
We'll
talk about Zion Grady. Okay?
We'll be right back.
Be right back.
What in the world, man? I come over to check on things. What are you doing trying to beat that bush up?
Neil, my trimmer battery went dead, so I had to get this bat and try to trim this up.
You're not going to be able to knock it out with a bat. You got to call professional bush trimmers like Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. Call Blake Turner. You're going to fall off that ladder, man. Just quit right now and let's call Blake Turner. Hey, call Blake Turner, 465-0600 for all your yard needs. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neil, my air conditioner went out last night, and I tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to deal my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules, you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me. Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly's, 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wiggly's in Troy, Alabama.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know. Ollie, what are you doing, man? What in the world? Nice Bronco. Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford?
Because I want a Bronco, brother.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You got to talk to the salespeople. What are you doing?
Kicking the tire. You know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
You guys kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot. Come see them. Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green eggs. Wally!
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
Man, that's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. Get you a big green egg, because I'm going to get me one.
Big Doug. Man, I used to love to play some Big Doug.
Oh, yeah. Who's this, man?
That's Michael Jackson. You kidding me? Who's bad? Didn't you get a console for Christmas this year with all them games?
Oh, heck,
Is Big Doug on it?
You better believe it, man. Who called?
Sports Chat with Neil and Wally, you're on the line.
If I'd have known better, I would have done called in, but I had an emergency. Ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy around here.
What
What's
do you
up, fellas?
do?
How y'all doing on this?
I don't even know.
Do I hear a chicken clucking in
Is
the back?
that a chicken clucking in the background?
Oh,
What do you do? I don't even know how to answer the phone. You calling at 10 till 7.
well, I was going somewhere.
All right. What's kicking, man? I played the Peanut song for Wally.
He didn't even get it, did he?
Yeah, he got it.
I figured he would have. A squirrel's always got to get a loose acorn every now and then.
Yeah. What's happening tonight, man?
Not a thing. I tell you, it's been a crazy week in the state of Alabama. I know for one. I know that for certain.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
And then we got 2 players that I've seen from Pike County's basketball team that's in the top 10 and in the top 15 in 3A for in basketball for points per game, so to speak.
Oh, who is it?
One is Janurary Bernie, averaging 18 points a game, and the other is Cam Christian, who is averaging 15 points a game. They've added just about double figures in every single game they played in.
All right. They're having a heck of a season. Yeah.
Yeah, it is good, but
They dropped one to Troy yesterday. But
Yep. And you weren't able to get it on C Spire, were you?
no, I wasn't.
Well, darn. All right.
I wanted to also come and make an announcement too. Wally's probably told you, but when you go on your vacation to the cheerleading nationals, I have officially thrown my hat into the ring, and Wally confirmed it last week that I'll be his guest.
Oh, you confirmed it?
yeah, it's
All
all,
right.
it's all
Okay.
confirmed.
Hey, get your show notes ready, man. Y'all have to do a good show while I'm gone now.
Well, have you heard the rumors that was going around that your favorite singer is going to get engaged over the summer?
Bulldog, we can't hardly hear you. We're going to have to either make it.
Oh, hang on. Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I seen where Neil's favorite woman singer is going to be getting engaged over the summer. Oh,
Taylor Swift's getting engaged?
Well, I read on Facebook.
That's a bunch of rumors.
Now, did y'all see I seen a video of last night's Chiefs game. Did y'all see Andy Reid's mustache?
Yes, I watched the game.
That's the first time I had ever seen somebody with an actual
It was frozen.
on the mustache.
It was frozen. His mustache was frozen.
Yeah.
Who you like to win the Super Bowl? What about Dallas just getting killed today?
Oh, don't even talk about that. That's just that. I don't even know what their problem is. They always want to win, then they get the playoffs and they choke. They like
there's Eddie. Nate's got Eddie
like
Reed's
a lot of other
mustache.
teams, yeah.
Just a mustache full of ice.
Just 5.
-7 was the temperature.
But now the Dolphins had one fan out there without a shirt on in there.
Yeah, I reckon how much alcohol he had in his system.
He probably had a good bit.
I tell you, it was something he had for to be something like that. That's crazy.
Yep. Bulldog, we appreciate you calling, man. We're running a little behind tonight.
Y'all welcome, and y'all have yourselves a good show. And I did pay one of y'all's commercial sponsors a visit a couple of days ago. Got me some good old Crow's
chicken. Do it. It's on the screen right now as you were saying it. I love it.
There you go. All right,
Aaron, I got psychic powers. I can say the name and it pulls up on the screen.
Well,
ain't that some kind of something funny? All right, y'all have a good show.
See you, bud.
All right, man. Hold on. All right, let's go.
Go
Charles Henderson, man.
Yeah.
The Trojans lost their best defensive player this past week.
They did.
4-star edge rusher Zion Grady selected to transfer to Enterprise High School so that he could graduate next December. He could not accomplish that at Charles Henderson. They would not let him. So this is a big blow to the 2024 football season, especially for defense, man.
Especially on defense. And, big blow to the Trojan defense. And that is where the college NIL crap is reaching all the way down to the high school level. Yeah. Right there. Well, the tentacles. The kid is a junior. And the NIL tentacles are reaching down to Zion Grady, and he is transferring to Enterprise High School so that he could possibly go to Alabama. He's committed to Alabama at the end of December, and then he'll get his NIL money. So you can't blame the kid. Heck, you can't blame the kid. You can't blame his family. But there's a good example of how this NIL tentacle has come down and affected a junior in high school.
Yeah,
right here in Troy, Alabama.
These schools around here stuff's going to have to start catering to it if they want to keep their players.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hey, jumping over to basketball though, real quick. Charles Henderson got a win over their rivals, Pike County. You just heard Bulldog talk about it this weekend, 69-59. Jawan Boyd led Charles Henderson with 21 points. Cam Christian led Pike County with 18 points. Marcellus Hobby had 12 also. Charles Henderson also downed Carroll of Ozark earlier in the week, 59-42. In the Carroll game, Jawan Boyd had 25 points. Bray Jones had 10 to lead Charles Henderson. Lakeith Pearson led Carroll with 16 points. Jawan with 25 points versus Carroll, 21 points versus Pike County. You had a heck of a week last week. You're our Marco's Pizza. I love that,
That's
Nate.
good, Nate.
Marco's Pizza Player of the Week. You win a large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza here in Troy. And he is a pizza-eating machine in football, but now he's got him one in basketball.
Let me tell you about the Pike Lib game, and then we'll go to our last commercial break. But Pike Lib got a huge win over Goshen, 46-45 this weekend. They said it was a great game. Sawyer Keck had 13 points. Jackson Mitchell, 12 points to lead Pike Liberal Arts. Jaden McNabb led Goshen with 19 points. KJ Bristow added 8 points and 4 assists. Mikkel McBride had 9 block shots and 8 rebounds. And Pike Liberal, also collected the win versus Northside 53-52 earlier this week.
That's right.
And we'll go to this last commercial break, and then we'll be back and we'll wrap things up.
Wrap it up.
They called the law, man. They said somebody was out here. What in the world's going on?
I'm just here waiting for them to open up to eat one of these award-winning steaks and cheese biscuits and stuff.
Well, the law's on the way.
What?
It was some suspicious activity. They don't open till 4 o'clock on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and they open for lunch after church on Sunday. One of the best meals you can get after church, too, I promise you. We got to get out of here. The law's on the way. But you come to the old bar for those fresh cheese biscuits. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Back up. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
I need a mechanic.
Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke?
I watched a YouTube video.
Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mart where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry, Wally. 566-3413, Road Mart, 231 North in Troy. It's so good to be back at Preston. I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry too.
You ready? What are you doing?
Kelly Tater.
What are you doing? Wally, that's somebody's food.
What kind of a nut are you?
I'm so sorry. He gets in a trance when we come to Preston. I apologize. He is a nut job. Hey, snap out of it, man. Oh, that's not yours.
Oh, we're Preston's on.
Come out to Preston's and get your own Kaylee Tater.
Hey, Neil, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundage. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundage?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
And they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the salt. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundage. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundage. Thank you. What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spaying and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort.
Gum, I'm about to starve. Neil told me to meet him at the corner. He must be bringing potted meat and cheese. Menu on this thing, man. I'm going with the pimento cheeseburger, brother.
You are? I'm going with the bougie burger. Or how about the 3-notch wing basket?
Well, hey, I've changed my mind. I'm going with the Trojan burger, brother.
How about the loaded house fries for an appetizer? Woo! Man, I don't know what I'm going to get. And I heard that the buns on all the burgers are special. You gotta give them a try. Meet us at the corner for lunch.
Pam Tillis.
Not Pam Tillis. And not the judge.
The judge sister, the one that gets all the DUIs. Hadn't she had like 3 DUIs? Winona,
Yeah.
but she loves to drink.
Winona. Hey, Enterprise runs roughshod over Prattville in basketball, 66-31. Tucker Wadsworth led the Wildcats with 26 points, 6 rebounds. Jordan Knight followed with 10 points and 8 rebounds. But earlier in the week, Enterprise fell to Jag, 53-43. So up and down week for Enterprise in basketball.
Man, Carroll handles Greenville 60-53. Lakeith Person, led the Eagles with 18 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists for Carroll, while Devin Pruitt pulled down 16 rebounds.
New Brockton takes down Pike County 53-48 earlier this week. Josiah Rousseau had 12 points, Anthony Seiler 10 to lead New Brockton, while Kenyon Kilo and Josiah Lewis both added 9 points and Balaam Foster 8. For Pike County, Mark Ellis Hobley had 15 points and Kim Christian had 11. New Brockton also topped op this earlier in the week, 57-42.
Zion Chapel beats Goshen 59-48 earlier this week. Slade Grantham had 23 points. That put him over 1,000 for his career, man, at Zion Chapel. Wow. Wonderful accomplishment. Jacob Chestnut had 15 points and Joseph Laguerre 8 for Zion Chapel. For Goshen, Jaden McNabb had 11 points, and both Mikhail McBride and Jardavius Burney 10 points apiece.
Brantley took down Kinston 54-43. Jaden Parks paced Brantley with 34 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and Dylan Davis 10 points and 12 rebounds. Brantley fell to Florella earlier in the week, 57-42.
All right, let me get. Hold on 1 second.
Highland Home down Zion Chapel 55-46. Slade Grantham 18 points. Laverne beat Pike Lib earlier this week 73-52. Sawyer Kick had 16 points. Will Rice 11. For Laverne, Deontay Harris had 19. Omar Cumby 15 and Jordan Johnson 10. Hey, we appreciate you tuning in tonight.
I can't do 2 things at once.
Michigan wins the national championship over the Washington Huskies Monday night. Didn't care about talking about that tonight. See you next week, folks. Take care.